Hello, friends. Now I'm going to tell you about a fantastic horror film 2019 directed by Scott Charles Stewart called Legion. In the meantime, like and do not forget to subscribe to the channel so as not to miss new videos. And we went. Archangel Michael falls to the ground in Los Angeles, cuts off his wings and enters the police arsenal for automatic weapons. Two policemen notice him and intend to stop him, but one of them becomes possessed and kills the other. Mikhail kills the possessed policeman and takes his car. Further action takes place in a small roadside diner with a garage in the middle of the New Mexico desert. The owner of the diner, Bob Hansen, and his son Jeep Hansen, handyman Percy Walker, and waitress Charlie are almost always there. Charlie is not pregnant by Jeep, although he has always loved her, but was afraid to tell her about it. There is also a single father heading to Los Angeles, Skyle, as well as spouses, townspeople Howard and Sandra, their rebellious teenage daughter Audrey Anderson. They stopped at a diner because their car broke down. An elderly woman, Gladys, appears. She starts acting weird, tells Charlie that her baby is going to burn.
It's so sad. I told your fucking baby to burn.
When she insults Sandra, Howard stands up to demand an apology. Gladys attacks him, bites him in the neck, and then crawls up the wall like a spider. She taunts the Jeep, Kyle shoots her and fatally wounds her. Kyle and Sandra carry Howard out to take him to the nearest hospital, but are forced to turn back as a cloud of flies completely obscures the sky with them. Phones and radios don't work, the diner is cut off from the outside world. Mikhail appears and begins handing out weapons to the astonished visitors. He explains that God lost faith in humanity and gave the angels the order to carry out the apocalypse. Mikhail does not obey God's orders and has come to protect the last and only hope of humanity, the child Charlie, who is destined to become the savior of the world. Because of this, according to Mikhail, the angels will take the diner under siege in order to kill Charlie and her child. Gladys was a spy, a man possessed by another angel. Night falls, a wave of possessed people attack the barricaded diner. Mikhail and the others restrain them, but the wounded Howard is dragged outside and he disappears. The next day, Sandra hears her husband's voice. He calls her, she looks out and sees that Howard is crucified upside down. Mikhail warns that this is a trap, but Sandra runs out of the diner and immediately Howard's body explodes, splashing acid around. Percy covers Sandra with himself and dies. Immediately before the information on the radio that humanity has created bases to avoid death. But after the information that one of these bases is close to the diner, Mikhail does not advise going to it, as they will be vulnerable on the way to it. On the second night, Kyle is killed during a new attack, deceived by an angel who took the form of a child in danger. When the second attack is repulsed, Charlie gives birth to a boy. Mikhail warns that this birth is both by the way and not by the way. By the way, because the child will become a shield for everyone from other angels. Not by the way, because God is now likely to send someone from among the two archangels who will be able to approach the child. Archangel Gabriel. Sandra, having lost the remnants of her sanity, grabs the child and is going to give it up so that life will be left in exchange for everyone else. She approaches the door, Mikhail shoots at her, and the Jeep intercepts the child. Gabriel appears and wounds Bob with his steel-sharp wings. Mikhail tells Charlie and Audrey's Jeep to take the baby away while he holds Gabriel. 3 survivors carry the baby through the crowd of possessed, who make way for them and leave. Gabriel defeats Michael by stabbing him in the heart with his wand. Michael dies as a man, a mortal, but his spirit ascends to heaven. Then Gabriel sees Bob dying. He sets fire to a gas cylinder near the diner, blowing it up and the surviving possessed. However, this explosion cannot kill Gabriel. He rushes after the car in which the child is being taken away. He tries to reach Charlie. At this moment the Jeep hits the brakes, the collision throws Gabriel away. The car suffers a terrible accident, while Audrey dies. Finally, Gabriel drives Jeep and Charlie and the baby into the mountains. He is preparing to deal with them, but then Mikhail appears, who has regained the appearance of an angel. Mikhail's refusal to give up on humanity, to the point that he is ready to give his life for people, convinced God to change his intentions and give humanity a second chance. Mikhail wounded Gabriel in a small fight and wanted to kill him, but did not do it. Gabriel and Mikhail fly away, but before that, Mikhail tells Jeep and Charlie to take care of the baby. In the last shots, Jeep and Charlie, now husband and wife, are driving along the road. Charlie is nursing a baby, and in the back seat you can see the weapon that Mikhail brought. The movie begins and ends with the same words of Charlie. She tells how her mother's perception of God changed during her childhood. The loving and merciful God was replaced by a stern and unforgiving God. When little Charlie asked her mother why God had changed, her mother told her, "I don't know, maybe he was just tired of all this crap." Well, friends, who have already watched the movie, share your impressions in the comments. For now,